CBSNews.com has a story, the shortest one I could find. Hurricane Melissa hurrying away from Bermuda. Maps show its forecast path. Carrie Breen is this article. Hurricane Melissa brought hurricane force gusts to Bermuda overnight as it sped towards the British territory. The Miami-based U.S. National Hurricane said then raced past it. The storm brought heavy rains and gusty winds to the Bahamas Thursday after hitting eastern Cuba and Jamaica earlier in the week. Melissa is one of the strongest hurricanes ever recorded. That's why we're still talking about it. Like, holy crap. These winds are ridiculous. Ever recorded in Atlantic Basin when it reached Jamaica Tuesday afternoon as Category 5 storm. The 13th named storm of the Atlantic season didn't have any direct impact on the United States. Not really. I think they had some big waves. The storm's wind speeds dropped after its landfalls over Jamaica and Cuba to 100 miles per hour, dropped to 100 miles per hour. That's still scary damn winds. And its winds had weakened further to 90 miles an hour when the Hurricane Center issued its 2 a.m. ETD advisory Friday. That made Melissa Category 1, the lowest of the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Melissa still had 90 mile an hour winds over 3 hours later. By that time, the NHC said Melissa's score was about 255 miles north of Bermuda and it was hurrying northeast at 41 miles per hour through the Atlantic's cooler waters. On the forecast track, the Hurricane Center, the center of Melissa is expected to pass to the south of the Avalon Peninsula of Newfoundland and passes tropical cyclone tonight. Melissa is expected to become a strong post-tropical cyclone later today with gradual weakening forecast over the weekend. Hurricane force winds were extending upwards to 80 miles from Melissa's center. Tropical storm force winds were extending to upwards to 265 miles, according to the National Hurricane Center, which also said gusty winds never over Bermuda will gradually subside this morning. The Hurricane Center didn't have any significant rainfall in the latest forecast for Bermuda, but the center did say swells generated by Melissa will continue to affect portions of Hispaniola, which is the island shared by the DR and Haiti, Cuba, Bahamas, Turks and Caicos Islands, and Bermuda during the next couple of days. These swells are expected to reach coasts of northeastern United States and Atlantic Canada today and persist into the weekend and are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. Yeah, stay out of the water. Above average Atlantic Ocean temperatures made worse by climate change helped Melissa rapidly intensify into a major hurricane, according to climate scientists. That part of the Atlantic is extremely warm right now, about 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 2 to 3 degrees Celsius above normal. Holy crap! 2 to 3 degrees Celsius above normal. I was thinking 2 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is a little bit more mild. Yeah, I think it is, because the Celsius range is only 0 to 100 from freezing to boiling. And Fahrenheit is like 32 to 220, so that's a bigger range. So I think Celsius, 2 to 3 Celsius, is a hell of a lot more severe. Ashkay Dioros, a meteorologist at the University of Reading in the UK, told the Associated Press it's not just the surface. The deeper layers of ocean are also usually warm, providing a vast reservoir of energy to storm. A nonprofit group of scientists called the Climate Central, monitoring the effects of climate change, suggested that climate change increased Melissa's wind speed by 10 miles per hour. Climate change is fundamentally changing our weather. It does not mean that every single tropical cyclone is going to go through rapid or super rapid intensification. However, in our warmer world, it will continue to increase the likelihood of storms going through rapid and super rapid intensifications. Of course, the people ignoring the climate change or the people that have just being told bullshit by the oil companies and they believe it. Even though for some damn reason, and I can't explain it, the price of oil has gone down, the price of gas has not. Amazing how that happens. And the world gets warmer as we burn more fossil fuels. Crazy, right? As they run to the bank and cry, oh, climate change is a fraud. There's your story. Let's have us a metaphor. Let's just gave you one.
You kind of did. You're kind of stealing all my wins here.
Running to the bank's a metaphor. Okay.
Banks are a lot like that witch in the village. Yeah. Sometimes they help you. You know, they help you. They give you some herbs from some pains, and sometimes they put curses on you and for generations, right? hey, I used to have money and then the banks took it all and now we're poor. Like a
you went
witch's
from hurricanes
curse.
to banks. That's a hell of a,
There you go.
went from hurricanes to banks. Okay. I mean, we were talking about hurricanes, but
Yeah.
you're talking about me running to the bank and you just turned it into another metaphor. I mean,
Yeah,
that's fancy.
tapped in bed. What do you want me to do when you tell me I meant?
You took my non sequitur and made a metaphor out of it. Right on.
You're welcome.
All right.
I'm doubling up. Let's go. That's all
You
your
don't even
story,
need-
right?
Yeah, I hope so. Well, hurricane's done.
Unless you've
That's
lost
all.
one and find another one.
I will update. The updates were like 85 pages long, so I wasn't going to wade through all of them to edit out the information. I need, let's just say, the death tolls reached 50, which is kind of amazing for a Category 5 that went over several small, poor places. 50 is kind of low. I mean, every life requires somebody, but shoot, I mean, 50. I was thinking in the 1500s myself, but maybe they haven't found a lot of bodies. But I don't even think there's anybody missing for that many missings.